Hey, so I'll show you this little, very cheap, like a $2 device that I found that makes making music with synthesizers, drum machines, basically anything, just so much more fun. But before I do that, I think I'll need to start at the beginning. So a couple of years back, I got a MPC 500, basically because I thought it would be cool to make music with an MPC, and the MPC 500 was just the most affordable version at that time. And I didn't know anything about beat making or making music in general. I just knew that a lot of the music that I listened to back then, that I still listen to now, was made on different types, different varieties of MPCs. And I just felt it would be a great hobby to try for myself. I also feel like I have to explain that I'm not a musician. I don't even know particularly much about music or never learned like any real instrument. I purely got it as a toy or something to play around with. No intentions to get super serious about it or anything. And that worked really well because for me the most fun part is the process of creating itself. And in that context, an MPC or like any type of drum computer or synthesizer, whatever, it's like a perfect tool because very quickly you can get something that you enjoy because you have the sequencer and can make a loop and you get into the loop and it feels really great and it's fun. And that for me is like the most fun part, and that's all I ever wanted. And it worked very well. But of course, back then I still wanted to improve and I wanted to learn. And so I started to look up tutorials, how to do stuff with the MPC, how to utilize it, how to make music. And I definitely found some interesting resources that taught me some stuff. But what also happened was that I got recommended so much other gear, other instruments, other synthesizers, which at first was great because there is just so much out there which I would have never have discovered if I hadn't been made aware of. But unknowingly, without me realizing it, my focus shifted very quickly from learning about that new instrument that I just got to dreaming about what are all those things that I could do with those new other instruments. And my focus started to shift from what I actually had to what I need. So over time, I acquired quite a lot of different types of electronic instruments, drum machines, synthesizers, and some of them, they resonate with me quite well, and I use them a lot, and others not so much, but that's fine. And I'm actually pretty sure a lot of people, maybe even you watching this video, have been in like a very similar situation, or you have experienced like a similar thing. That there is like always the new, even better, even more shiny gear just around the corner. However, so lately I've reached a point where I feel that I finished my collection. I really have everything that I ever wanted or needed. I don't need anything else, and I don't feel like there is anything missing anymore for my main objective, which, as we remember, was just to be creative with music and have fun, nothing else. And now I feel like I'm stuck in this loop where all my feeds are filled with products that seem very nice and look amazing, but that I don't need and I don't want. And maybe I'm a bit late to discover this, but so much of the music content, especially on YouTube, that I enjoyed so much before, it now just feels like advertisement after advertisement. And I don't like it, because all I ever wanted was to be creative and do something for myself that makes me feel happy and fulfill me without the constant need to upgrade and buy new shiny toys. And another thing that really makes me think is that I feel there would be no difference if like a couple of years back I would have wanted a new water bottle or a new goldfish. I would be in the exact same loop where I would now get recommended like new, better, more advanced shiny water bottles, or like new, better, more advanced goldfish, all while I'm already sitting on a pile of water bottles or like a pile of goldfish that I don't really need. So you're always having this feeling that you should upgrade your current thing, and not miss out on the shiny new thing. That's just the way our world works right now, no matter what. But however, I also don't want this to feel like I'm arguing about not consuming stuff, because it's like my belief that everybody should have access to shiny toys that make them happy, and like own all those things that they enjoy. And even if they are, or actually especially when they are useless, I think that's also an important part about life. I just think there was like a line where it's like you're doing something for yourself, or you're just being advertised so much to that it kind of gets blurry. Do you need that? Do you want that? Is that something you really want? And this is maybe just me, but I just feel sometimes it doesn't need to be that all new, shiny, super expensive tool or whatever when you get something new. So sometimes you can get something really, really cheap and it just changes the way you do stuff. Sometimes you can just look at the stuff that you already own, that you already have, and then look for a way to improve it. And this is exactly what happened here. This is exactly why I'm making this video, because I just wanted to show this product that I found that made creating music so much more fun for me. Also, don't worry, this is not going to turn into an advertisement, because the product I'm going to show you, it's like a very generic product. A lot of different companies are producing it. I won't share any link or recommendation of any specific thing, because it's a really tiny thing that is made by a lot of companies, and you can just choose your own if you choose to get it. So here it is. It's this tiny USB-C sound card. You can plug it into your phone. It has like an audio out, so you can plug in headphones, listen to music with no latency. But you can also plug in a microphone or like a line output of any instrument, and then record stuff directly into your phone on the go. So my Pixel phone, it recognizes it without any issues. I'm using it a lot in Koala Sampler because you can instantly listen to samples without any latency, like you would get with Bluetooth headphones, for example. And you can start recording anything, like a YouTube video from a computer or a record or a cassette player, whatever. It doesn't matter. You just plug it in, and you have an audio in and an audio out. Even this text I'm reading right now, I'm just recording with that device. You can also go out into nature, bring any type of gear that you already have, like a pocket operator or a Yamaha sequencer, and record anything directly into your phone camera. There is no need to edit it or do anything in software afterwards. You have your finished video, and that's what I use basically in all the videos that I made over the last year or so. You can use any type of multi-track recorder app that you can download to your phone. Like a BandLab app or really just anything, and then you just have this tiny music making device that can be connected to other stuff in your pocket. And for me, that's just like an amazing thing. So I paid like 300 yen for this thing. That's like $1.50, but I'm sure you can find it even cheaper or even more expensive if you want that. And it's a great, inexpensive add-on to any person that likes to be creative with making music with any type of electronic device. Yeah, so if you watched until this point and you're only slightly disappointed that I didn't show you like a new fancy shiny synthesizer, then it would be nice if you can share any small inexpensive devices that really elevated your creative process that I might not be aware of. And yeah, thank you for listening. Bye bye.